Hi, Jen.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
Good. So the last time you and I spoke,
Mm-hmm.
there was some shit going down.
Was there?
It was
I feel like that was like pre-shit going down.
pre-shit. That was just like, it was like one day before the shit went down.
I feel like I knew this shit was going to go down, but like it was not in my mind because it was reality, but if I talked about it, it would sound like I was crazy. What was the question?
Shit was going down. We were just about to go into the COVID
Yeah, that's right.
the COVID thing, and we didn't even know disaster was about to happen.
I feel like the first time we talked, I didn't want to talk about COVID. Is that true?
Well,
I didn't, did I?
yeah,
And I feel like I still don't want to talk about COVID.
absolutely not.
I definitely have COVID depression.
But just for reference,
This is the first time I put on tan. Okay, twice in 2 years. And I had a full tan in the summer, okay?
honestly, I have no idea what that
And I'm
means.
not even leaving my house. Okay, so I don't look like a... Anyways. And eyelashes. So let's not talk about COVID. It really hit me hard. I think it hit everyone hard. This is so lame. And no one will understand that unless they live in Australia
That's true.
or in Victoria.
That's true. But let's not talk about COVID because
We're not
COVID
going to.
is, you know.
That's my rule. Let's not talk about COVID.
Jen, just stop talking about COVID, okay? Please. I'd appreciate
I was
it.
just giving myself a high five. Look at you go, girl. Yeah.
So, I just want to know what's been going on. We haven't caught up in a long time.
Yeah.
I guess this is our...
That's a really broad question. We need to be more specific.
What's happening? What's going on? How is
Now
life?
or
How is
yesterday?
life? How's Melbourne for you?
Do you want me to answer?
How's Melbourne for you?
I used to love Melbourne.
Yes?
I don't right now. But that's, again, the subject we're not talking about. So, like, let's change it. This time
Okay.
last year, we were literally in lockdown and we had a 9 o'clock curfew.
I have a question for you.
Okay, that's good. That's
What
fine.
can we and what can't we talk about? Let's set some ground rules here.
Well, that was a very broad opening question.
You-
How is life? What have you been doing for the last...
What's off limits? What can I not ask
Nothing
you?
is off limits unless, like, I know that I can't talk about things because of my lawyers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need a sign to say if I start venturing into something, you gotta tell me we can't talk about that.
I just won't talk about it. I've already been
you just
like in
stay silent.
contempt once in court. So, yeah. They what did they say in court? They said like, oh, she's gonna pull the Bart Simpson. I didn't do it. Yeah. So I know what I can and can't talk about.
And it's been a quite...
Basically, I have a gag order and can't talk about anything.
That's full on.
Yeah, it's very full on.
The first time I heard about a gag order was from you.
I can't believe they actually call it a gag order.
It's a lot to take in. Especially for people that don't know.
You're telling me. It's like, hey, like, you know, you go and do a nasty thing, beat a bitch up, and then gag her, literally in court, in the Supreme Court. Oh, okay, sure. I'm not talking about it anymore because I did, and I was in contempt.
So,
Bad Jen.
are you staying in Melbourne?
Well, I can't leave right
For
now.
how long?
Okay, I not because I can't like leave, because I'm like, well, I'm legally bound here with court cases.
Jesus.
Not because I'm the criminal, I'm the victim, but yeah.
Do you want to give a... I mean, if we can, do you want to give a recap? Because a lot of people know, some people don't, and whoever's watching this might benefit from a short recap.
I feel like we can do that in another podcast. You can Google most of like the nonsense and drama that's been going on. But yeah, it's definitely been 2 years of like, well, 2 years of lockdown and then 2 years of, well, a 1.5 of court and the rest of actual things happening, and another year prior to that things happening. And then like the worst thing was everything that had happened, but no one knew because I kept everything quiet. And then when it came out publicly, it was like, oh my gosh, like all this shit actually happened to you. And I was like, yeah. So that was a bit weird because it's like the validation that I thought I would felt from like, okay, finally, like someone's been held accountable was just like almost tacky. Like I felt like this is just like, okay, I've been, yeah.
Was it? Take me through what it must have felt like when you tell people things are happening, and people just dismiss you or brush you off.
You feel like you're crazy. Yeah. And all the people around me were paid to literally play into that. Let's not do that on this first one. I think this is like, we'll do this, but like I don't think today is the day.
Okay.
Because you have to really start at the beginning and to understand the whole thing. And it will take a couple podcasts because it's really,
Okay.
like unbelievable. It's actually like that.
Let's build this out. Yeah, you're right. Let's build this out slowly because this is the first time we're catching up in a long time.
Yes.
Let's build this out slowly.
So what are we doing here today, Nick?
I guess we're just catching up.
No, we're not. That's a lie. All right.
We are building a show, and we don't even have a name for the show. We do have a name for the show.
It's called Call Me Carter. Thank you.
Call Me Carter. Okay, I just wanted to confirm that. Thanks for the confirmation on that one. So it's called Call Me Carter, and what's going to be what's the show about? Tell everyone why they should be listening in.
Because
other than we're just cool.
That's such a lame reason to say why someone should listen in.
It's not lame.
Okay, so Call Me Carter. Okay, what is it then?
It's not lame to say we're cool.
Are you cool?
Yes.
I don't know. You live with your mom, Nick. Just saying.
Not by... I mean, okay.
Jen. This is my show. He said this is going to be my show, and I'm the interviewer. So, like, hey. Snatch.
But it's not like I don't have other places to go. When your mother is elderly, you know, and she's by herself, it's important to have someone there to look after them. I think that's a noble thing. Anyone that
I feel like she looks after you, though.
Well, of course, I'm her son.
That totally contradicts part A of what you just said, though.
But you always have to look after your children. Like, I'll always look after mine.
But you have a child.
Yeah, but I'll always look after him, regardless of like how old he is.
Do you want to smack me right now?
Yes. Bitch. I'm gonna cut that out. No, we can't. We can't talk about that. Yes, we can. We can't talk about that.
My show. What are we doing here? Call Me Carter. This show is going to be called Call Me Carter.
All right, team, scrap that.
Team.
All right, let's go back. Come on, let's just.
We're not going back. Yes, we're having that in there. This is the development and starting of this. Call Me Carter. Hello.
So, Jen, what's the show called?
Call Me Carter.
Great. That's a great segue into the start of the show. So, all right, Jen.
You're the worst person to interview.
Yeah, that's right. I'm being interviewed.
You know what, Nick? Sorry.
No, that's right.
What is offline? It's like, what can we not talk about with you, I guess?
Well,
obviously nothing.
Well, okay, hold on. This is a great... this is...
I can't see anymore.
Jen, that's true.
Anyways, that's fine.
This is the Jen Show.
So, it's not... It's... Oh my gosh.
Jen, can we
told
talk
the
about...
audience it's called Call Me Carter. It's at the Jen Show. I think this is a good first episode because... We're clearly not clicking.
we have no rhythm right now.
Next, who I'm interviewing next? Somebody interesting.
Who would you want to interview? If you could interview anyone in the world that's alive, who would you interview?
I was going to say dead or alive. I know the dead ones I want to, so I'll have to take
Go name one dead one.
Joan Rivers.
Who?
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers.
I think she's hilarious. Yes.
Is she dead?
Yes.
When did she die?
I don't.
Recently?
A couple years ago.
Yeah, okay.
I just think she's hilarious. Because I just think she's hilarious and have so many funny stories to tell.
Why do you think that, though?
Because she is hilarious and she's like, you know, she's just like real.
Have you met her?
Like if she was sitting here. No, I haven't met her. That's why I want to interview her. But she's dead.
But how do you know she's interesting?
How
do you know she's interesting?
I had a list.
I don't think there's anyone that I'd like to interview.
Hang on. Okay, that's good. You've answered your question.
I'm starting with my list
no inquiry
today.
Into the past at all.
Jen, you got to talk into the mic.
Sorry.
You got to
Sorry,
think
I'm
into
just
the
learning.
mic. For anyone that's listening and not watching, Jen's thinking about what's going to happen.
No, because I have a list and I can't remember the list, and I'm just.
What about any guys? What about dead guys?
No, I'm trying to think.
Elvis? No, not Elvis.
No, he's cool, but like,
What about some like who
Louis the 14th would be cool.
Louis the 14th? Jesus.
Yeah.
Imagine him coming on the podcast and with all this technology. He's like,
my favorite thing, not my favorite, but the funniest thing when I went to France and went to the Louvre, and you have those like people that take you around and do the tour, right?
Yeah.
And you have the headphones in and they're talking, and she's like, and Louis, he had the warts. And I was like, what is she saying? The warts were everywhere. And I'm like, what is this woman talking about? The warts. And I had to like grab her, and she's like, the warts. And I'm like, what?
the warts?
He had warts everywhere, apparently. Like warts.
Oh, did he?
Everywhere, yeah. It was a
That's probably
really
what
disgusting
killed him.
era
Is
back
that what
then.
killed him? The warts?
No, I think it was like the takeover. Like fucked up. No, but it's just so funny. What? Anyways, Louis the 14th, the Sun King, I learned about when I was a child because of ballet. So learning about the wars in France was not cute, but your knowledge grows about like life in the past.
Was that why you were eating like a block of cheese, walking around the town, and then they're like,
what?
the warts?
No. We were at the
In
Louvre.
France?
We were at the Louvre, like having a tour, and
Eating a block of cheese.
I wasn't eating cheese.
But that's what you do in France. And snails. You eat cheese and snails.
Okay, this is my story, not yours.
You have to
I
walk
don't
around.
eat snails, and I wasn't eating cheese. I don't think you're allowed food in the Louvre.
Why not?
Le Louvre. Because it's
Jess, you know
it's a museum.
You know who I would interview?
Have you been to France?
When I was a little kid,
yes or no?
but not as an adult.
So no. So zip it.
But I've been to the croissant house down the road, so same. Jen, do you know who I would interview?
I went to Loon Cafe the other day and bought all these croissants for my daughter's school because I thought it was educators' like celebration day. I was a week off. It was the next week. That's fine. I just saw the email and I like wanted to do my part, so I went and I literally stood in line at Loon for half an hour, and I was like, "This is okay. There must be something going on here because everyone's here. It's like the place to be for somewhere to be at 9 a.m. for a croissant." Sorry, Loon, but I'd rate you not worth the wait.
Oh, jeez, we're gonna get shut down.
I spent $86 on croissants too.
How many did you buy? Like 6?
8.
Jeez.
Like $10 a croissant.
Gee, and they weren't good.
Well, listen.
But hold on, you told
No.
me that
No. Yeah, okay. So I bought 8. I gave 6 to the school and 1 for Coco and 1 for me. Okay. No,
Listen,
it wasn't like the hype. Like you literally have to stand outside on the street outline. Like you're like standing outline, like in line for like a nightclub, but it's in the middle of the fucking day on what street is it on? What's Exhibition is the other one? Across from the Hyatt.
That's the society.
And then you go inside and you think it's a small little thing. No, there's more line inside. And it's just like, okay, am I supposed to consume my croissant in here or like? Oh, anyways.
That's the society
I took a
we
photo
live
of
in.
it. I didn't Instagram it because I was like, but I was like, what the?
Kids don't go to nightclubs anymore. They go and get food.
These aren't kids. These are adults in suits. Okay.
Why would you wait in line?
Kids can't afford a $10 croissant.
What? Hold on. Why do people wait in line to get food?
That's what I don't understand. And I did it because I was like, oh my gosh, it's like Appreciate Your Educator Day. And I just saw the email Tuesday night, obviously not reading it properly, and thought it was the next day, Wednesday. So I went and I was like, oh, you got to like appreciate them somehow. Oh, let's go to Loon. Like they've never been there in my life. And so I went there, blow it on croissants, right? Get to school. Thanks, Jen. Educator's Day is not till next week.
So what'd you do with the croissants?
Gave them to them and said, well,
This is for next week?
no.
Save them until next week.
At least I tried.
So
No, they
these
loved
peop-
them. They
so these
loved, but they,
teachers
yeah.
just ate croissants, and they didn't do anything to get to deserve them.
Oh, whoa. Check yourself, mate.
What did they do to deserve these?
They are educators at my child's school, and they look after her. Yes, they pay for it, but they are amazing. They do everything. My gosh. It's educators, like support educators. It's like their national day today. I just got it a week early, whatever. Oh my gosh, they do everything.
Are they good teachers though?
They're amazing.
Because there's some really shonky.
There is some
teachers
really
out there.
shonky for sure, but there's some really shonky in every industry you go to. But
No,
that's
but
like you have to be the judge of that. You send
Yeah,
your
that's
children
true.
somewhere. If you expect a certain like level of something and you're not getting it and you feel like you're getting shonky as you described it, then it's your job as a parent to take your child out of that and look somewhere else.
But sometimes they hide amongst the good teachers, and your kid gets one really bad teacher, and that influences your kid the most, and then
Well,
you're screwed.
No, I think that's bullshit. I think
Why?
teachers don't raise our kids like we raise our kids at the end of the day. Ultimately, they help, like they're huge, but like it's still your job to be like involved.
No, I agree. But educating your kid creates the foundation for them to go and explore.
And
the world.
that's what they do. So she's only 4. So I'm not talking about like, grade school. I think today is national like children educators
But these are the most impressionable years.
exactly, and they're like very and I think parts of Australia today are striking
Yeah.
the educators because it's such a crucial job, and yet it's pays, but it could pay better.
Yeah, it pays nothing. You spend.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, I have to. Here's a Jen moment. I have a hard time with Australia with the fact that, like, somebody that digs a hole and is part of, like, a union, like, yes, the FME or whatever, digs a hole, went and did, like, a 2-week study program to make sure that, like, whatever, they don't dig into, not dissing it, yes, are, like, we blah, 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 but, like, are paid ridiculous amounts, but yet nurses and healthcare workers and childcare, it's like you have to go do a 4-year degree, you have a duty of care, you have a liability, you are responsible for death, like life, like there's so many things, like if you there's so many things, and paid far, far, far less. It's like we really undervaluate that. And but
So you're saying that-
we expect the most. Like if somebody is supposed to dig a hole outside your house, right? And they screw it up, like no one's there to like scorn or like, it's just like the expectation and the result and like it just like the money and like just like where, I don't know. I feel like that's a bit of a man's power in that situation. I don't know. It's just a personal, I'm gonna get slack for that.
So
but that's fine.
let me ask: is the solution to it pay teachers and healthcare workers more, or pay the construction workers less?
I don't think you even need to ask that question. Would you rather pay more to somebody digging the hole outside your house or to somebody raising your child?
So it's about lifting up the educators, but it's not so much about the construction worker earning more. It's just the educators are earning less. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I guess.
Yeah. Because so it's okay for a construction worker to earn what they earn.
I just think
it's a hard
like
job.
it's like irrational. Yes, it's a hard job. Like yes, I'm not saying like but like you really think about it. Like somebody on the weekends, some friends of mine I know they work contracted and they get on the weekend, $180 on a Saturday per hour to dig a hole on a Saturday. And I'm not like saying digging holes not a hard thing. It's like they don't enjoy doing that too, right? Or whatever, being an instructor. But like, and then you've got the person raising your child, like not raising, but like teaching your kid at school is getting,
peanuts.
Shifts knocked back, like all these things, like contracted so that they don't get benefits, this and that, not protected by union for like half of that. And it's just like I literally I remember when I did my nursing degree, I used to catch the tram down to Royal Melbourne. What's the street to? Like Royal Melbourne,
Yep.
Elizabeth Street,
Yes,
straight down to Elizabeth Street. And on the morning tram would be like student nurses, us getting on, and then construction workers. And I remember looking at them and being like, and at the time I was dating my fiance was a construction developer. And I remember looking at these guys in the trading suits, and I was like, I really if financially I thought about it, I really went into the wrong effing career. I'm paying right now to go and do this study, this 4-year course, and these guys are making whatever, 80 grand to hard labor, but labor for, maybe if I was smarter, I should have gone and dug holes for like 4 years and got some money and then did nursing and then.
But that's the thing. You don't need to be physically active in a job to earn a lot of money anymore. Like there's so many jobs out there that
I could physically dig a hole better than half of those people digging a hole. I don't hate on construction. Okay, I get some slack here. Okay, I don't. This is not. It just, as somebody who works in a hospital and has been in aged care, worked all over the place. Like, I see what it's just. People wonder why the healthcare system is like. Oh, it's like really. You wonder. Anyways.
Yeah, but there's also a big divide in income from the
and
from
also
the, from
let's
the
be honest
stuff.
too, who gets like contracts. It's not like people get surgical contracts like, oh, okay, here's a group of girls, we're gonna all give them implants and here's a giant contract from the government, right? It doesn't work like that.
Well, what do you? I don't understand. Like, you mean there's no injection from the government?
No, there isn't, because it's not like buying a highway and building a highway,
yes,
right?
yes,
so there's no politicians involved in that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if there was? My God.
But there is, like,
boobs would be booming.
Yeah, nothing like the construction, but the hospitals money grab a lot at government handouts. Like, there's a lot. Like, for example, not going back to the COVID thing, but during COVID, there were money grabs going left, right, and center for hospitals.
I don't know where they went.
Exactly. No, that's the problem. And that's the same in construction. Like, the handouts, but you don't know where it goes.
Any more problems.
You brought it up. I'm just stating the facts. Everyone, I'm stating the facts.
You stated not even one fact.
I stated all the facts. That's right. I didn't state one. I stated all the facts.
Anyways, Call Me Carter is not about Nick stating non-facts.
Can we talk about this? Because that's really sick.
Sure.
Do you know what song it is in the back?
No.
It's probably that. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
So Rat-a-tat-tat is from... Can you take a guess?
Ratatouille.
Can you guess who that is?
That's Nah, I'm blanking. Who's that? Tell me who that is. No, I've got the name is right on the tip of my tongue. But I'm not gonna sit in silence.
What, you're not gonna guess?
No.
And okay, you have 3 chances.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna say the wrong thing. I know.
You have 3 chances.
All right.
It's a cartoon.
Tintin.
It's Tintin.
Yes.
You called him Bro Tintin, but it's I'm not sure if that's
It's
a Russian
Tintin.
version of Tintin. But it's Tintin.
Yes. Okay, go on.
That's Tintin. So this giant piece of art was originally not like this at all. My ex bid on it at a boxing match and came home with it, and it was like this Versace background with diamantes of this girl, and it was very, I dare say, gaudy. And he was so excited, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. And it was hung on my wall, obviously, because that's the polite thing to do. And then one day, I swear to gosh, out of nowhere, it just fell off my wall and the glass shattered. And a part of me was like, fuck yes. And then I took this piece of canvas into when I lived at my other apartments and I had time for art and stuff, whatever. Just tried to start repainting over it. And oh my gosh, if I had showed you the amount of different things this picture has gone through, you would be like, what the fuck?
I really like it though.
It's totally taken such a turn. There's so much plaster I put on here. Her face I made at my old place, and then the music notes.
You painted that?
Yes.
Wow.
So, and then this whole rat-a-tat-tat with Tintin came when I actually moved into my apartment I'm in now. I had a friend that's really into Tintin, and I started sketching Tintin. It was really cool, and a lot of Tintin is rat-a-tat-tat. So it needs a little bit of professional love just to make it go pop. But yeah, and it also has a huge reflection on my life, because it's the man Tintin's creeping out the window, right? And then there's the girl, and then the rat-tat-tat, and then the gun in the back of the head. So it's very much, I think, like subliminally was a reflection.
What's that at the back of the head?
It's a gun.
Pointing the other way. Interesting. I didn't see that. That's cool. So it's for auction. If anyone wants to bid. No, it's not.
No, it will be. I think it just needs like a couple more hours of like TLC. I honestly like anyways, stop talking about it.
It looks really good.
I love art, by the way.
I don't know if they can see it properly in the video, but it looks really good. So, all right, Jen. So it's been a quick minute.
Are you wrapping up?
No, I'm saying it's been a quick minute since your last appearance on some kind of media.
I was on OnlyFans, okay? I've been on OnlyFans for a little bit. And
how was that?
Yeah, no, it was okay. Like, it's like I'm still there. I just think I went a bit like full scale. Right from the get-go. And
I'm sorry, what's OnlyFans, by the way? No, I'm just kidding. If you don't know what OnlyFans is, it's an educational platform.
Just an educational platform. Anything, whatever. I mean, at least it's like a respectable form of like whatever.
So how has it been going?
I invested myself and my time into it for about 2 months, and yeah, it was good. Like it was good. Like ROI, like rate of return, like it was good. It was a bit over the top, I think, at some points. I am a very sexual person. I think I might have like really like jumped the gun on some things, but you live and you learn. And it was just got a bit not exhausting. It's not like that, but like
jeez, that
no. I meant like the comments, because a lot of the thing I think a lot of girls that like run successful OnlyFans accounts, they have people running them for them, and I understand that. I understand that now. It's just messaging constantly, and like it's like trying to be a girlfriend to
1,000 different guys.
And like you don't want to disappoint, but like at the same time, it's like that's not the point of the whole situation. That's not the point of OnlyFans.
And so if someone wants to find is it Jen Cole, or how do people find you on there? I mean, unless you want to keep it
there's
private.
no point in finding me right now because I have no new content, but soon. Carter Cruz.
Soon you say?
Yes.
So you've taken a little bit of a hiatus, and you're going.
I just got exhausted.
Is it
not from filming and like that? I got exhausted like for applying. I was like, I don't have a boyfriend, but I feel like I have 100 boyfriends.
Yeah.
I probably made a rookie error and like should not have just replied to anyone, and that would have been like better, because I had people from my Instagram like that wouldn't be creeping messaging me on my Instagram, but then we're doing that on OnlyFans, like, I want to take you for dinner and this and that, and it was like, wait, I thought this was like this. No. Like, thank you, but OnlyFans is like literally to make money. I have huge court fees to pay, unfortunately, or I probably wouldn't be. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
That's something.
Yeah.
Court fees,
like,
man.
I'm not trying to be rude to anyone. That I just.
So if you get a message from Jen, what she's saying is that you are special.
Yes, but no one wants to like pay you for that on OnlyFans.
I see.
Right? And it's like literally, I think the basis of OnlyFans is transactional, like money.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, so. And then people have the like if it was on Instagram, someone saying I'm taking a date, and you respond to them, oh, I only want money. That's a bit rude, right? But like on
the whole premise.
But on like OnlyFans, it's like, okay, like, here's a series of 20 messages to like inbox, but you haven't purchased one thing that I've uploaded. Okay. And then they turn nasty. They always turn nasty, right? I'm not on OnlyFans to find a husband. I hope the husband that I do find one day, when he's like sees this, doesn't like
he's
judge
an
it.
Educator.
No, it doesn't judge it.
Educators are good people.
Educator.
Today's the day. Educators. It's like just give them a bit, you know.
You want me to date a teacher?
No, just for today. Like give them a bit of praise
What the fuck are you talking about?
because it's Educators Day today.
Oh, I was like,
if you're an
what
educator,
are you talking about? You want me to date him?
if you're an educator, you know, blow up her Instagram and be like, hey.
No, they're.
But just for today, until midnight, and then you have to move.
Why would they blow up? Like, no, what are you saying?
Because you're single. You'd like to go on a date with someone intelligent, someone passionate. Am I right or am I wrong? You know?
Listen, I can't give you 2 thumbs down, so yeah. Okay. I don't even remember the last time I've been on a date. What is a date?
Dating, you know.
Just somebody like, yeah. I'm not going to do that to myself. Sabotage.
What's the drink of choice when you go on a date?
Vodka soda.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true for you.
You know what I don't like in a man? Is when I tell them the truth and they call me a liar.
It's an espresso martini.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely yes.
No, God no.
What?
Calories are through the roof. I have enough caffeine. Like, nah.
So you don't get a cocktail, you get a vodka soda?
Yeah.
Is
Because
that
I'll
what
probably
girls do?
have like 10 of them.
Is that what girls do? Is it the...
Maybe it's not what other girls do. It's what I do. You judging? Ooh, okay. And you know what?
I'm
You're
not
welcome
judging.
because I just got 2 drinks for the price of one. Because like a espresso martini is like $25. Vodka
That's
soda is
true.
like 10.
That's true.
And I'm not calling myself cheap at all.
But it's the game.
You know,
I get it.
it's less calories, and I like vodka soda.
Have you ever been a bartender?
Yes.
So that's how you know all the tricks. Did you ever do the thing where you flip the bottle opener? You know, you flip it around your finger and then you pop it open?
You mean you corkscrew a bottle of wine?
Ugh, you're that kind of bartender.
Is that what you're asking?
No, I mean the thing where you the metal thing, the metal tab thing that pops open like in the movies.
Like you open a bottle of wine
No, not a
or
corkscrew.
champagne?
Oh, so you were a classy bartender. You weren't like
No, it's just that when I was a waitress, cork wasn't something that was going extinct. So like every bottle of wine had a cork pop.
No, I'm talking like a beer bottle.
How would you like me to open your beer bottle?
With the thing that you get the metal.
I
Have
can
you not
open your
seen?
beer bottle with a lighter.
Can you?
Yeah.
Is that how you used to do it?
Well, if I was working, no, that's not how I would have to do it, but I can.
I'd say show me, but we don't have.
I can.
I've seen someone do it with a chopstick.
It's called a lever, and you want to know how I learned to do that? So, oh my gosh, this is so funny. I was in grade 8. Shh, don't tell my dad.
Grade 8.
Shut up. And obviously dating an older guy, and he could like snap them off like that because you actually can. And I was like, that's so cool. Like I don't learn how to do that. Trying to snap off like a beer bottle, Corona bottles with like a lighter. Let's just say I like shredded my knuckles for like 2 weeks. Like just didn't understand it. And it's like literally a lever. Like it's, if you think about it, like a lever, boop, and it comes right off. I can literally take a beer bottle off of anything, any surface, lever, boom.
I was in Vietnam 10 years ago, and the Vietnamese guys would do it with a chopstick.
How old are you?
36.
10 years ago, you were 26. You couldn't get your own beer open?
But you pay for it to be open. No one's gonna give you a.
In Vietnam.
Dude, Vietnam had some.
I
Vietnam
really
was
want to
an
go to Vietnam. I'm
amazing
actually
times.
jealous. I'm actually quite jealous.
Vietnamese people
My
are
ex
like
thought
cool
it was
people.
just like too like because I had a friend that she went there with her partner, and they went and they did like some nice things, and they went on the back of scooters, and they like went around Vietnam, and Vietnam has the biggest cave in the world. Did you know that?
No.
I've been obsessed with this cave since
Oh yes, you trapeze down, and it's got like the big trees.
it
and stuff.
has like the span of an airplane, and then the smallest part is like this big. Yeah.
I've heard about this.
I'm dying to go to Vietnam.
I've heard about this. There was
Not dying, but like, don't kill me, please, anyone. I would like to go to Vietnam.
well, OnlyFans people. You know, if you want to impress Jen, first class ticket to Ho Chi
You
Minh.
don't fly first class to Vietnam, do you? Just go to Vietnam.
You have to.
I don't even. Okay, I think it's a bit
It's 8
snobby of
hours.
Vietnam.
It's 8 hours. At least business class.
Okay, whatever. But I feel like
Well,
I really wanted to do Vietnam in I wanted to do like the the nice part, and then I really wanted to actually like get on the back of a scooter and have somebody like take me around and like literally explore like the old war stuff and just
So when are you going?
fuck you.
What's the
It was literally supposed to be like 2 years ago.
I remember speaking.
My life sort of like since COVID, like for the rest of the world that didn't have COVID like we did. My gosh, March 2020. My dad was here with his girlfriend, flown in by my fiance, to see the Grand Prix. And then we went the first day, which was a Thursday, which is the practice run. And then on Friday, this whole COVID stuff started breaking out and whatever. And we went into panic. And yeah. And then my dad and his girlfriend had to go back home. And then we were like locked down for 2 years after that.
Yeah. That's not even a joke. Like, to anyone listening, we were locked down for 2 years.
We were locked down until...
No, sorry, not 2 years.
We
it was like 200.
we were locked. Yeah, we were locked down. And then May was my birthday. I got to do something on my birthday. I got a necklace. And then the next year, I'm trying to think.
And then it opened up for a little bit. And then it closed down again.
Yeah, and the first time we got it opened up, I went to Sydney. My ex and myself and Coco went to Sydney. We picked up my engagement ring. It was amazing. We were what's the one right underneath the Sydney Harbour Bridge? Is it the Hilton or the... Anyways, it's like a ridiculous hotel. We stayed there for 2 weeks. It was amazing. Picked out my engagement ring. Yada yada. Loves, and came back. That was November. I've been to Sydney since then, but I really haven't. My passport is expired right now too.
Yeah.
There's no point in having it. I can't go anywhere.
And then I remember you went. There's a photo shoot you did with the helicopters. I don't know if you've got it up
that
there.
was in
The Maxim one.
that was in Brisbane.
That's cool. That was cool.
I copped a lot of slack for that. I think I might have I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I think I like the borders and stuff. They were all being whatever. But I also feel a lot of that was these photo shoots I used to do were very much organized by my ex and his entourage of people that work for him that had a tendency to make my life difficult. So it's fine. I got there and it was good and it got done and I got home safely. And yes, no further comment.
That was a cool helicopter, I have to say. Just putting it out there. But why did they give you slack if you were going for work? You're allowed to travel for work.
No, it's just that everything that unfortunately in the relationship that I was in with somebody that he just made everything difficult. Everything difficult. Everything was just difficult. So it's people look at me oh, she did all these glamorous things. They're amazing. And it's yes, these are these amazing glamorous things. But, oh my gosh, in the end, it's just such a... can I say head fuck? Yeah. It's been such a head fuck. Because it's just all the fun and beauty and the joy of what you see is just... it gets sucked out somehow. It just makes everything difficult. You would think dating the person who's the head honcho of some everything, being engaged, having a child together would make these photo shoots amazing and everyone, I don't want to say Kim Kardashian, but Kate, it's not it was never that for me. It was just struggle, delay, or just just stupid shit that would happen. That was just stress. Especially the first photo shoot. I mean, I had Coco, she was 3 months old. I was in Canada and was told to fly to LA in a day. I mean, I'm not regretting going because obviously it's a once in a lifetime chance to shoot for Playboy. But at the same time, the amount of stress, can you imagine that? I just had a baby, like just all these things, and had no makeup artist, had no hair, had no like just nothing. It basically set up to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question? I feel like I've gone on a tangent.
There was no question, but
Sorry.
but thanks, Jen. That's great. But
You know who you
but
are.
hold on. So you did a photo shoot 3 months after you gave birth.
Yes.
Jesus,
Yeah.
that's a bit full on.
Yeah. And I didn't know about it until the day before.
Is it up there?
It is.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You do not
It
look
was
like.
actually the skinniest I was ever in my entire life. It's my real hair too. No like yeah. No fake hair, like no fake breasts, obviously, but I've had those since I was
Is this
a child.
fake hair? That's not fake hair.
This is real hair,
That's real.
but it's wig.
What?
I love wigs. Look at my hair in these photos.
Oh, they're wigs you're saying in the shoots.
Obviously.
Dude, you're talking to a guy. I have no idea. I
Okay.
can't tell.
So as a girl, you can't just like have dark hair and then dye your hair blonde and then dye your hair dark again and then dye it blonde. It doesn't work like that. But in my first, the Playboy, which I actually, anyway.
Which one of those is your favorite? So get
honestly,
people.
none of them.
None of them.
No.
All right, again, I need to say, so anyone listening, Google Maxim cover and it's got the number 9. Is that how they'd find it?
That was the 9th year or whatever.
Yeah, look at the 9th year or 9th issue. I think that's the helicopter one. I think that's my favorite one. So none of them, you don't like any?
No, I do. It's just like I really enjoy like art and like the styling part and like just like being like just doing something beautiful and creating things. And
yeah.
they're just like, I look at them and I just feel like there was so much stress behind each and every one of them that
It doesn't make it fun anymore.
well, especially when I was dating the person that was in charge of the whole situation too, right? Like it, like that was obviously like a question too. And it just became like a battle of like him making me feel insecure about, this or that, and getting, work done on your face that you can be on the front of this or that. And, and it's a paid for industry. So it's like he would buy the covers and then distribute them. And then I felt like with my own partner, I'm like, he'd offer and then I'm like almost begging, and it just, yeah. And then some of the words that would come out in the magazine would totally not be mine. And the comments that I would read in other girls, like, it was like a made up jealousy situation.
Jeez, but that's what they do. That's magazines.
No, that's not what magazines do.
No?
That's what my ex did.
Oh, really?
No, magazines sell covers to people and they buy them, and that has nothing to do with Maxim or Playboy or FHM.
I still think
Nothing. Like no disrespect to them. Like they do their job. They they need to like make money for their like magazines for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
But it must have. I mean, besides all of that, it must have been quite an experience. Like the Playboy one, was that a great experience? I mean, taking away all the negative crap, was it fun to be at the mansion?
that wasn't at the Playboy Mansion. That was at a LA Hills like place.
But extravagant place, right?
Yeah, of course. No,
Any positive vibes from it?
so many positive vibes. So many positive vibes. So many things. I got shut down in everything because of my ex, unfortunately. So, yeah. But that's like whatever. He's in the past. Let's not talk about him. And I don't see why like these positive vibes can't happen again.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. You make your own destiny, I suppose.
Of course you do.
But you've got like this new I don't want to say new lease on life, but you've got, what would you describe it? And I know there's a lot going on legally, so you're not, no one's free of anything, but you've got, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, would you say?
Look, I feel like the fact that all this stalking, oh my gosh, and like all this stalking, you can hear me?
Yep.
So all the stalking and being just managed, and then been told I was crazy because I would have a question about this or a question about that. Pretty much started at the beginning of like 2017, and my daughter was born in 2018, and you know, there was a lot of heavy, like, oh, no one's going to care about you because you're going to be fat after your daughter's born, you'll be irrelevant and all this stuff. And I wasn't. And anyways, those couple of years continued. And then lockdown sort of happens. And then all this stalking stuff happens. And then I find this man in my house. And he's in my laundry room. And he attacks me. And he turns out to be my ex-best friend's ex-partner, who is the father of her child. So it was kind of like, what the anyways, this has turned into this giant, huge criminal situation, and I don't want to go into that right now, but you asked me how do I feel now? So then all of this stuff happened, and I kept everything very quiet. I was forced to publicly face a lot of things because of other people releasing things to the media about a conversation at Crown where I got beaten up, where you might see on the camera, this side of my face doesn't really work that well. And I have a list. So I'm sorry. It's a bit embarrassing, but it's the result of when someone hits you. And so then lockdown, so it wasn't lockdown yet, but then Grand Prix, like I said, my dad came here, and then COVID happened, and then 2 years lockdown, and then he finally got charged. 3 people did. So it made it real, and I felt like the shittiest thing was it's like no one believed me. And I get that it was so extravagant, but it was hard, right? And it was also like I'm losing my partner at the same time. And I were engaged to get married, and then we were in Sydney. We picked out the ring. We were going back to get it, and then we weren't. It was very, your life changes like that, and just chaos, and then lawyers and chaos. So how am I now? I've gone through the crazy bit, not crazy bit, but I've gone through that. I mean, imagine being hit with a supreme. Your partner is not who they say they are. None of the people around you are. You've also been informed that you've been stalked. There's cameras in your houses. There's cameras in your car. You're being listened to. You're being followed by 3 people that are being charged. What else crazy stuff happened? Just ridiculous. Your partner's been cheating on you the entire time. This and that. They're still following you. They're stalking you. They're trying to say that you did this and that. And you're trying to raise our daughter. I'm trying to raise our daughter, who's now 4.5, during lockdown. So, and your rent's not getting paid. Your leg's cut off, basically, all at the same time. Takedown. And you're in the Supreme Court because some guys decided to release a recording that you never did, but other people are going to release. That's so far cost me about $120,000.
Jeez.
Yeah. All at once.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I gotta move because I'm being stalked and there's cameras in my walls. It was a lot. So how am I doing now? What is that?
That's the door.
Oh my gosh, it's creeping me out so much. Sorry.
That's the thing that people don't understand, is that everything happened at once.
Well, everything happened, but
it was all dumped on you at once, and that makes it really, everything you say is really shock factor stuff, but not understanding that it all came at once is is something that I think most people really can't understand.
I think everybody looks at me like I was an entitled little whatever, and they just don't have any empathy or anything. I don't think anyone realizes like what was really going on and how badly I wanted out of that relationship and out of that situation. I very much so wanted to marry, and we had Coco, and we were planning to have a little boy, and I'd figured out that let's move forward. He's older. Let's move forward or let's not. And I'll accept either way, right? Like he obviously is a wealthy person. He can do whatever he wants, but just make a decision. Let me go. He would never let me go. He just wouldn't let me go. That is the problem. He wouldn't. So I don't want to commit to you, but I won't let you go. So then that's when he's turned into this stalking, all this craziness. Like this craziness, trying to paint me like this horrible like person. Like the stalking is just insane. It's insane, and it's the shittiest thing. Okay, those two shitty things. Well, obviously I've been hugely lied to about a portion of my life, and the other thing is like the trust issues. Like I had my best friend was a liar. She was set up there to be my friend to report. I think she was screwing him too. Like that's a lot of people to do what to me that was doing what, just trying to raise our daughter. Who was head over heels in love with my fiance. It's just, that's shitty. So anyways,
that's heavy.
Right, it's super heavy, but a year's gone by, and I'm like, here we are now doing this. And sorry if this is a Debbie Downer start of a podcast, but I put on a tan today and hair. And I'm excited. So like, at least no one was here for last year. Right?
So yeah, definitely some heavy things that you're going through.
Oh, yeah. But like, I guess I'm realizing too, as like a single mother, I am a fucking single mother. Oh. I never thought I'd be saying it. It just sounds so fucking lame, right? Oh, the single mother over there. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm a single mother, but like I wasn't a single mother. I was like in a relationship, but now I'm just the mother of my daughter because her dad's a douchebag. Okay, we say it like that, not like. Do you know what I mean? Like, why does it sound so? And by the way, I take care of everything.
So if you're hanging around OnlyFans, just
bitch can support herself, but I want to make money and be happy and not talk about this fucker. And I need to make money so I can actually go to court. Oh my gosh.
So Jen,
you want to talk about OnlyFans now? Look at the sun. It's beautiful.
It's actually a really gorgeous day today. And it probably won't be the same day this comes out. It'll probably be rainy and cold, but it's a really lovely day today. But Jen, I feel like this has been a really great first podcast.
Has it?
I think so.
I feel like you want to ask me a question.
I do, but I think I'm going to keep these questions for the next ones that we do.
Are you sure?
Because I have a whole bunch of questions.
Ask me a question. Would you like another? Yes, I would like another drink. Thank you.
I just hope this is still recording.
Is it?
I hope so. No, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Because we had to strip down as much of the tech that we bring into this place as possible.
Why?
Ultimately, because you have like a whole bunch of stairs. And I thought, if we have to bring way more equipment.
Stairs.
So Jen, it's been a great first podcast. Would you agree?
I'd rate it like a 6.
And what are we doing here? Wait, hold on. You rate this as a 6?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a good start.
6 is good to you?
It's a good start. It's the first one.
Okay, you're right. So, what do we do here?
Get better.
We get better.
Well, I mean, come on.
I agree.
You do agree now.
Would we be open to asking, getting people to ask questions?
Yeah, of course.
And then
of course. Absolutely.
We should go live and answer questions live.
Okay.
on one of the podcasts.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be good?
Be good.
Yeah. All right. We'll work on that. We'll work on how to get that happening.
I mean, obviously, it's just more interesting questions that people would like to ask me.
By the way, the camera's over there, but we're looking here because we got the screen.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Like I said, it's a 6 out of 10, okay? It's
All
the
right.
first one.
Very good.
I don't even know if people can hear me. Now I'm talking to the mic.
Very good. All right. So we need to wrap this up somehow. Jen, I'll let you do the honors of
Wrapping it up.
Wrapping it up. Let's see how we go.
I don't know how you wrap things up other than presents. But I'd like to say, hang on. Don't put me under pressure.
What's the show called, first of all?
I know what the show's called.
All right.
All right. So today was a 6 out of 10 on Call Me Carter. And Call Me Carter is the name of the show. Why Call Me Carter? Well, because that's my OnlyFans page. And, well, who doesn't love OnlyFans? So, basically, I think what we're going to try and do is we'll have a podcast and we'll chat on here. But for your, like, questions and comments and naughtier things will be on OnlyFans, on Call Me Carter.
And just to add, just an addendum, I won't be on OnlyFans because I think people wouldn't want to see me on OnlyFans.
I think Nick's really self-deprecating.
I guess there's a
and
niche for everyone.
obviously, I guess the goal in the future is to get, like, you know, more of my, like, interview other people that are, I don't know. Why are you being
No,
like
hold
that?
on. Now we're being like a news show, but we've got an extra seat on the
Well,
couch.
Tracy Grimshaw's up. Did you think she'll be on my show?
We-
Tracy Grimshaw. Come on. I literally got
Tracy.
casted for your show and I said no.
Tracy, what's up?
She's
What's
she's
up,
done.
girl?
She's done. She quit.
Did she?
She quit.
Is that because you didn't go on the show? She was like,
No,
no, I'm
no,
done.
she gracefully, like, girl, she's reported some tacky ass. No, respect.
Tracy, sorry.
Respect. I totally respect. But having said that, you would, you know, as a young news reporter starting out, you'd really, like, pump up my vibes, or, like, you know.
The vibes.
And you don't have to come in shift working hours. You can come in the afternoon.
Done.
And yeah,
Done. Okay, so Jen,
I didn't mean to do that, but she's so cool.
we got room for more guests to come on. We got some lined up.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Totally.
Good.
Oh, and Andrew Rule from the Herald Sun. I love to talk to him. Who isn't the man?
Andrew is the man. Okay, Andrew's the man. Jen
They
said-
keep selling my stories for money, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
All right,
Oh,
Jen.
why did we talk about that?
I'm not sure. Guests.
You know who I'd really love to have is Ryan Keane from the Gold Coast Bulletin.
Let's do it.
He is the best.
Ryan, where you at?
He's on the Gold Coast. He is just the best. Like, I love Ryan. Ryan, shout out. Love you.
Do we need to take this to the Gold Coast?
Well, whatever. Or come here. He is the best. He has sanity beyond belief. He has, like, dealt with me and listened to me for so long. And I just, like, if I was ever going to talk to anyone, it would definitely be him.
Done.
Yeah.
Jen,
I have a mild crush on Ryan, too.
Did you hear that?
No, hopefully not.
OnlyFans. That's how you can
Stop.
get into her. What is it, Jen? What's the?
Stop it. I'm getting embarrassed.
All right, Jen. Let's wrap this up. I'll let you do the honors.
Okay. I don't know what to say, but how do you, like, okay, work with me. Okay.
So the structure is say the name of the show, and then say a tagline.
Okay.
You only get don't think, just do. Don't think, just do.
Well, thanks for tuning in to Call Me Carter. I hope you feel better about yourself, knowing that I'm that much of a fucked up unit.
Jeez.
No?
Maybe, yeah, go for it.
No. Okay.
We'll work on it.
I work late. No.
All right, I'll do it. Are you ready?
Callmecarter.com.au. I just bought on GoDaddy.com. So we will have a website coming up soon. I'm excited to
see you again.
Get naked. Just kidding.
She's excited to get naked again. Jen Cole, call me Carter.
Call me Carter, please.
It's been fun.
Yes.
Bye.
This is my house. You get out. Bitch, this is my house. You get out.
Thanks for coming, Jen. It's been lovely.